Let's have some wine and chat. So y'all, I had the most craziest dream last night. Let's talk about it. So I had a dream where I was at my grandmother's house, and someone was knocking at the door. And instead of me actually like looking before I opened the door, I just like opened the door. And I like cracked it a little bit. So there was a man standing like there, and he had his back like turned. And I looked down, I saw he had a pew. And I like tried to like hurry up and shut the door. Girl. And what's so crazy about my dreams, I never could really like see the face of the person who was like trying to like do some harm to me. It's like always kind of like blur or something like that. Which I feel like there's a deeper meaning to why the face be blur. The man was trying to get inside. He kept saying like my uncle owed him money, he needs to talk to him and all that. And so I immediately like tried shutting the door, and so we're both like pushing on the door. I was able to convince him like, hey, look, there's still a lock that needs to be unlocked on the door, because my grandparents' old house, they had several locks on the door. They stayed in the hood, so hey, had to do what you had to do back then. He's like, all right, cool. So I immediately closed the door, locked all the locks, and I ran to my grandma's room. And my uncle was in there. And I'm like, oh my gosh, there's like this guy outside. He wants to get in. He needs to talk to you, uncle. And, you know, I don't know what to do. I'm scared. He has a pew. I think he's going to try to like break in and like, you know, pew the whole household. And my uncle is like scared. He's like crying. And my grandmother is like rushing like to look for money, you know, in her purse. And my uncle's like, see, mama. And he's like, call 911. As I'm like trying to call 911, like the line would not like, I guess, ring. And so there was no dial tone on the line. And so, but when I kept pressing 311, and I would like the line would ring, and I'm just like, why can I not dial 911? Like, we're taking too long. Like, you know, I need to figure something out. I need to do something. Maybe I can convince him to leave my uncle alone. I don't know. I ended up waking up, and I was like really like bothered by it. The dream felt so real that I like immediately like opened up my phone and I went to chat. Told chat my dream, right? And the first thing is gonna say, all right, breathe. Let's walk through this together. The man with you equals danger you didn't create but feel responsible for. Dream danger almost always symbolize stress, conflict, or chaos that you feel you're being dragged into. So chat was saying basically, I keep getting pulled into other people's problems before I even realize it. Which is true, because a lot of situations like I feel like I take on that I don't need to take on. I try to be like the emotional support, you know, that friend that's always there. And I always try to be like the peacemaker or the rescuer, because I really am not a drama girl. I'm really a positive girl. So chat said regarding my uncle owing money actually means that someone in your life whose actions put pressure on you. Debt and dreams symbolize burdens, responsibility, or emotional baggage that belongs to someone else. So basically, to sum it up, chat said, I've been holding a lot of emotional weight that's not mine. So next, chat said, me convincing the man to shut the door was actually my strength showing up. It said, this part is important. Your dream didn't make you powerless. It made you the one who negotiates, protects, think fast, saves the situation. Which is very true, because like I said before, I'm the one who I consider I'm the peacemaker, and I just want everyone to be good, you know? So even in fear, I stay clear-headed, and that definitely says a lot. So my uncle crying, and he's wearing all white. So white in dreams symbolize innocent, guilt, or wanting forgiveness. And so chat said, my mind is telling me that I'm tired of being the strong one for people who don't take accountability. My uncle crying in my dreams symbolize wanting the people around you to finally show remorse, responsibility, or understanding. So next chat said, dialing 911 but only 311 was working is a big sign. So basically it's saying feel unsupported. My brain is saying when I need help the most, I don't feel like I get it. 311 working instead means you're only getting the bare minimum level of support. Not enough to fully protect you, just enough to keep things afloat. So sometimes these can show up when you feel alone and there's stress, or you're overwhelmed, or you feel unsupported by people who should step up, responsible for too much. So what I gathered from my dream is basically it was showing me how often I carry other people's weight that's not mine. How I protect people even when no one protects me back. And maybe someone needs to hear this today. Stop opening doors that wasn't meant for you. Stop fighting battles that are not yours. And stop letting other people's problem put fear in your spirit. Protect your peace like your life depends on it, because sometimes it does.